Hello everyone and welcome to this LyricLand video with me, Mr Linham, where today we're exploring pitch. Pitch is one of the 7 elements of music, which you can see behind me. And the 7 elements of music are pitch, rhythm, dynamics, tempo, structure, texture and timbre. And in these videos we're going to look at each one individually. What is pitch? Pitch is about the sound or the frequency of the sound. And every single note on the piano is a different pitch. We've got low pitches and we've got high pitches. The pitches in the middle are just called the middle pitches. And all that happens in music is we stack different pitches together that sound either nice or not so nice. Nice sounding ones and not so nice sounding ones. That is controlled by what's called consonance and dissonance. Consonants are notes which when played together sound nice. So I pick 2 notes, I put them together and go, do they work? Do they sound nice? It's fair to say that those 2 pitches do go together quite nicely. I can pick other ones. Those 2 pitches do not go together nicely, so therefore we would call them dissonant. And all that pitch is, as we explore it in greater and greater depth, is controlling whether it sounds consonant or dissonant. And different people have different tolerances for what is dissonant to them. I can play chords that are like this, and both of those I don't feel are dissonant to my ears, but to your ears you might be going, oh, Mr Linham, that's too crunchy and dissonant for my ears. And that's where over time music has developed from being very consonant to being very dissonant. We see that in classical music with people like Stravinsky and Ravel and loads of the contemporary classical composers of the last 50 years, where all of their music contains lots of dissonance. We see it in jazz with the development from Dixieland to free jazz. We don't really see it in pop music because pop music is about what sells. And if I sit on the piano going, that's not really going to make me very much money, or at least it's very unlikely unless this video goes viral, #it won't. Pitch is all about how they get stacked on top of each other. And we can use different ways of stacking them. There's things called chords, which is where we stack them in thirds. 1, then go up 2, 3, then go up 2, 3, go up 2, 3. And that's how we can stack up what's called a chord. Some chords sound great, like they're asking a question. Some chords don't sound very nice at all. Or let's do an even uglier one, shall we? That's very crunchy. Can you hear the and the hidden in there? And even if I go, oh. Different styles of music use that dissonance differently. The classical approach is often through counterpoint and weaving tunes together that are dissonant. The jazz approach is to put it all in the piano part. And whatever that piano part is can be very, very crunchy or dissonant sounding indeed. The other way that it works is through scales. All a scale means is a bunch of notes in a row. Some scales sound very nice. Some are kind of simpler. And some are really quite weird. And that combination adds only to the dissonance that we hear or the consonance that we hear. And that's why when I look at a kind of pop chord sequence, that's full of consonant sounds. I look at a jazz chord sequence, there's a lot more dissonance and crunch in there. So that is the way that we explore pitch. There's one other thing I want to add into the mix, and that's the difference between major pitch and minor. Major is all about consonant sounding things that are happy, and minor has that start. It's like the first stage of dissonance. And if we can hear that difference between the happy sound and the sad sound of the minor, then and hopefully we've got an idea about how pitch works. Well, I hope this has been an interesting exploration of an individual pitch being a sound, and then what we can do to stack musical sounds on top of each other in order to create harmony and melody. I know it's joyful, isn't it? Make sure you visit lyricland.co.uk for other musical resources for primary schools and beyond, probably by this point. And I will see you for another video very soon. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, yeah? Wicked. Right, see you soon. Bye!